Ah yes, one-hit wonders. Those musical fossils that briefly crawled onto the charts before sinking back into the tar pits of irrelevance. Welcome back, my bouncing meatbags of trivia mayhem. Get ready to test your so-called knowledge of bands and singers who peaked faster than your New Year's resolutions. You might remember the song, but do you remember who actually sang it? Spoiler, probably not. Again, we have the standard 3 levels, inflicting brain pain the further along we go. So let's start the massacre, shall we? Level 1. Even washed-up pop stars could ace this round. No excuses. Who scored a 1969 hit with the psychedelic anthem Spirit in the Sky? Norman Greenbaum. Video Killed the Radio Star was the first music video aired on MTV in 1981. Who performed it? The Buggles. Don McLean's epic folk hit from 1971 is still debated for its meaning. What is it called? American Pie. Cheerleader chants inspired which 1982 Tony Basil hit? Mickey. Who barked their way into the charts with Who Let the Dogs Out in 2000? Baha Men. The breezy 1999 summer anthem Steal My Sunshine was recorded by which Canadian group? Len. The remixed song Macarena became a global hit in 1996. Which Spanish duo originally recorded it? Los Del Rio. Which 1980 disco track by Lips Inc. topped the charts with its funky groove? Funky Town. The 1983 anti-war anthem, 99 Luftballons, was originally sung in German. Who was the artist? Nena. Which 1988 a cappella song by Bobby McFerrin won the Grammy for Song of the Year with its upbeat message? Don't Worry, Be Happy. Patrick Hernandez took which disco track to #1 in several countries in 1979? Born to Be Alive. Which British group hit #1 in the US with Come On Eileen in 1983? Dexy's Midnight Runners. Which Norwegian band scored their only US hit with Take On Me in 1985? Aha. Cutting Crew reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1986 with which power ballad? I Just Died in Your Arms. Which Canadian band made waves in 1982 with the quirky new wave track, The Safety Dance. Men Without Hats. The Austrian singer Falco topped charts worldwide in 1985 with a song about a famous composer. What was it called? Rock Me Amadeus. The Knack released which 1979 single that became Capitol Records' fastest-selling debut since the Beatles? My Sharona. The Vapors earned their one major hit in 1980 with a song about all the clichés of angst and youth. What was it? Turning Japanese. Which British band shouted, "I get knocked down, but I get up again," in their 1997 anthem? Chumbawamba. Right Said Fred strutted to #1 in 1991 with which tongue-in-cheek fashion anthem? I'm Too Sexy. Scottish band Big Country reached US audiences in 1983 with which anthem? In a Big Country. The Eurodance track What Is Love became famous again in a Saturday Night Live sketch. Who recorded it in 1993? Hadaway. Which Swedish-born artist had his only US hit with Save Tonight in 1997? Eagle Eye Cherry. Which German-born artist gave us the infectious Mambo No. 5 in 1999? Lou Bega. Which band closed out the 1990s with their only hit, Closing Time, in 1998? Semisonic. Level 2. If you miss these, your brain officially charted lower than a forgotten B-side. Montel Jordan's 1995 debut single became a party anthem. What was it called? This Is How We Do It. The 1998 hit The Way was inspired by a true story of an elderly couple who disappeared. Who performed it? Fastball. The Dutch band Focus had a unique 1971 hit featuring yodeling. What was it called? Hocus Pocus. Meredith Brooks earned Grammy nominations for her 1997 hit. What was its bold, one-word title? Bitch. Which 1992 single by Ugly Kid Joe sarcastically disses almost everything? Everything About You. The 1998 uplifting single You Get What You Give was the only hit for which band? New Radicals. Dead or Alive hit #1 in the UK with which 1984 dance anthem? You Spin Me Round Like a Record. Which guitarist scored his only major hit with Fooled Around and Fell in Love in 1975? Elvin Bishop. Counting Blue Cars from 1996 was a hit for who? Dishwalla. Which band fronted by Shannon Hoon had their only hit with No Rain in 1992? Blind Melon. Which Canadian artist hit the charts in 1999 with She's So High? Tal Bachman. Katrina and the Waves brightened the charts in 1985 with which tune? Walking on Sunshine. Rupert Holmes asked if you liked a certain tasty beverage in what 1979 hit? Escape, the Pina Colada song. Sir Mix-a-Lot stirred controversy and laughs in 1992 with which ode to curvy women? Baby Got Back. Modern English's dreamy 1982 hit remains a staple in teen movie soundtracks. What is it called? I Melt With You. Which funk rock group had their only major hit in 1976 with Play That Funky Music? Wild Cherry. Carl Douglas became a martial arts craze icon in 1974 with which song? Kung Fu Fighting. Bow Wow Wow reworked an old tune into their only US hit in 1982. What was it called? I Want Candy. Lou Reed's only top 40 US hit came in 1972. What was its title? Walk on the Wild Side. King Harvest made dancing their theme in 1972 with which hit? Dancing in the Moonlight. Nick Gilder's 1978 song about a runaway girl became his one major hit. What was it? Hot Child in the City. Blue Swede's 1974 version of a B.J. Thomas song became iconic. What's the title? Hooked on a Feeling. The 1986 optimistic anthem, The Future's So Bright I Gotta Wear Shades, came from which band? Timbuk 3. Frankie Goes to Hollywood shocked and thrilled with their 1983 hit. What was it? Relax. Stealers Wheel's 1972 folk rock hit was famously used in the film Reservoir Dogs. What's the title? Stuck in the Middle with You. Level 3. Welcome to musical oblivion. Only true chart archaeologists will survive this. Wall of Voodoo's quirky 1982 hit compared life to being on the airwaves. What was it? Mexican Radio. Gerardo became famous in 1990 with which bilingual rap pop track? Rico Suave. Which 1997 track by Marcy Playground asked, "Who's that lounging in my chair?" Sex and Candy. Which UK band's glam-inspired song, In the Meantime, was released in 1996? Space Hog. Which Jamaican singer had a global hit with Here Comes the Hot Stepper in 1994? Ini Kamoze. The Starland Vocal Band are remembered for which 1976 hit? Afternoon Delight. Minnie Riperton showcased her whistle register in this 1975 ballad. What's the song? Lovin' You. Which Canadian artist hit #1 in 1992 with Informer? Snow. Tag Team's 1993 party anthem is still used at sporting events. What's its title? Whoomp, there it is. The Greg Kihn Band's biggest hit reached #2 in 1983. What was its title? Jeopardy. Canadian singer Terry Jacks topped the charts in 1974 with which bittersweet tune? Seasons in the Sun. A Flock of Seagulls had their one hit in 1982 with which spacey track? I Ran, So Far Away. The Outfield hit the US top 10 in 1986 with which enduring pop rock single? Your Love. The Sugar Hill Gang are credited with bringing hip-hop to mainstream audiences in 1979. What was their breakout track? Rapper's Delight. Looking Glass went to number 1 in 1972 with which seafaring ballad? Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. Which Australian band gave us Under the Milky Way in 1988? The Church. Harvey Danger scored their lone hit in 1997 with which sarcastic alt-rock anthem? Flagpole Sitter. Murray Head sang about chess and nightlife in this 1984 hit. What's the title? One Night in Bangkok. What 1998 Shawn Mullins track starts with the line, "She grew up with the children of the stars"? Lullaby. Eiffel 65 color-based 1998 Eurodance track is Blue, Dabba Dee. Brownsville Station rocked classrooms in 1973 with which rebellious anthem? Smokin' in the Boys' Room. Which Scottish duo are best known for their 1988 sing-along I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles? The Proclaimers. Redbone brought Native American rock to the charts in 1974 with which single? Come and Get Your Love. The Cardigans' only US hit was featured on the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack in 1996. What was it called? Love Fool. The band, Primitive Radio Gods, is remembered for their long-titled 1996 hit. What was it? Standing outside a broken phone booth with money in my hand. And, well, that's the end of our parade of chart ghosts and forgotten faces. If you actually scored high on this, congratulations. You've clearly wasted valuable brain space on the disposable ditties of history. Now, do the smart thing. Like this video, subscribe to the channel and smash that bell harder than a one-hit wonder's career against reality. If your noodle hasn't overheated, perhaps you need another blast of trivia, so pick another and we'll see you over there. Until next time, try to remember something useful for once. Melvin, out! Seriously, just click something before I start playing a kazoo version of Bohemian Rhapsody.